What's up, guys? Here we are at episode 6 of Ash of Gods. Gonna be traveling with Thorn Brennan again, and we're gonna be taking a trip to the next Menhir. The Dinford Menhir has been corrupted, and so we've got to make our way up to the Arch Menhir. So the only place to go from here, it looks like, is Jernan Tower along the Odalan Pass. 2 days, 52 strixes. The road running through the mountain valley between Elbius Menhir and the Jernan Tower. We'll take it. Catch up with an overloaded peasant's cart and strike up a conversation with the driver. His name is Bradham, and he's moving his family to his brother's farm. Realize their destination has been ravaged by the Ensigns. Offer him money. Well, that's something. The leader rides up and asks whether the family will safely make it home to their village. Escorting the slow-moving cart will take half a day just to get there. Yeah, I think it's worth it. We lost some time and money, but are glad to have found a family for the baby. Your companions are pleased. Days elapsed one. Hopefully we got some loyalty increases. Lost 26 strixes, though. Alright. Go the rest of the way to the Jernan Tower. During a short rest, Hode and Sop step aside, speaking in hushed tones. Grown tired of their lack of discipline. It's time they know how you feel. What are you whispering about? You're plotting something. Now of all times, I have many questions for you two, and it's best to answer them now. Figured he'll find out sooner or later. This is not your clueless Krieger. We should tell the truth. It's long overdue. Alright, here goes. You see, Captain, the young Prince Ho is headstrong. He quarreled with his grandfather, the king of Girata. As a result, Prince Trig, that is Prince Ho's father, sent him off to a young soldier's regiment. The king of Girama. Who's Prince Ho? Whose father? What are you blabbering about, damn you? I'm telling it as it is, not leaving anything out. They made Prince Ho a young Albius warrior to get him some discipline, and me his bodyguard. His name was changed to Hode, but mine stayed the same. I'm not so important, I guess. Captain, you said yourself that it was time for a serious talk, so we're telling you the truth. That was a bolt from the blue. I actually came to talk about discipline and the fact that Sop follows you all the time, ignoring orders. Turns out I should call you Your Highness. Now, let's drop the titles, shall we? I've been Hode to you, and Hode I shall remain. Prefer this name. No need to flaunt my princely status. Safer this way. Won't make much difference. Won't make much difference. Do you have any idea what your family will do to us all if you die? All of your companions will face the gallows, not just some. It's not so easy to beat me in combat. What do you suggest? I'm not going back to my grandfather, that's certain. Not until he apologizes. You won't drag me to court by force, will you? It's a lot to take in. For now, Hode remains Hode. Everyone tries to stay alive. We travel as planned. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Let's see. Well trodden highway marked with posts and road signs, frequently patrolled by the Jernan Guard. The old Gabonan Road. Already broken and unkempt, but still a decent road, traversing the desolate lands through the spurs of the Milky Mountains. Outlaw's Tower. Let's take the Berkana Road. It seems a little bit safer. The roadside inn comes into view. Music and cooking smells emanate within. The place seems overcrowded, but you stop. Your company desperately needs rest. You listen till the bard finishes the ballad, then you demand the best food, drink, and accommodations, and pay on the spot. The innkeeper responds with a broad smile, runs off to fulfill your orders. You decide to have a good rest now, because it'll be your last for a while. Yeah, but see, these are like tiny amounts of gold. You finish your dinner, and before you can rise from the table, an inebriated fat man lashes out at the bard. He claims that the bard has butchered and distorted a famous saga about a banner. The other guests try to reason with the drunk. If the song is good, they say it's worth listening to. Suddenly, the inebriate pulls out a dagger. Stun the drunken brawler. You approach the drunken brawler from behind and hit his head with a stool. He falls like a tree. Make sure that he's still alive and return to your seat. The regulars watch you in awe as the servants tie the unconscious man with rope and drag him away. Keeper offers free accommodations and drinks as thanks for preventing bloodshed. It'd be stupid to turn down such a generous offer, so you agree to get a refund for what you've already paid. It's a dream come true. Bard is very grateful. He thanks you for saving his life. He plays the lute for you all evening. Innkeeper generously treats you to a food and drink, and the regulars toast your brave deeds. After a good night's sleep, you continue your journey. A small feast is done much to lift your company's spirits. Okay. So, I don't think I'm going to take the foul track. I don't want to take the Berkana road because it doesn't get me closer, so we're going to take the Ursus road. Decent dirt road that skirts impassable forests but may present a challenge on rainy days. Don't let your guard down for a moment. When something rustles in the roadside bushes, you raise a hand, bringing your company to a halt. 10 steps ahead of you, a figure dressed in tattered rags stumbles onto the road. When you see its face, caked with mud and covered with ugly lesions, shivers tickle your spine. Practically a walking corpse. Pray we don't catch his disease, as if the plague of the reaping isn't enough. I have no way to heal him, but I'll give him some food and let him go. The leper falls to his knees, the gift quickly disappears into the folds of his robes. Having stashed your hand out, the tramp falls forward, clasping your feet. Thank you, kind master. I will never forget your generosity. Here, take these. I have no need for them any longer, but you might find them useful. He gives you a worn leather purse with several strixes. Your companions take it as a good sign, a reward of your charity. You continue in a much better mood. That's good because we really needed those. I'd like to go on the witch's track, but it's more strixes than we have. But I think it's more strixes than we have no matter what. Stony path winding between the hills, a way of making profit for the local raiders, yeah. You pour strixes from one hand to the other, their quantity is thinning and your companions are suffering from the reaping. The plague left no one out. This is the moment you have to decide who will be shielded from pain and who will face it alone. Lita approaches, sensing you're troubled. Share them equally with everyone, it's the only way. What do you say equally? Some are stronger, others are weaker. Some can help, others can't. Some are indispensable in a fight, others are burden. I cannot do it if I'm to take care of everybody. Listen, Dad, we have to share them equally, otherwise we'll be at each other's throats. Not literally, but people are envious. What do you mean? Do you expect me to distribute the strixes equally while you suffer? If that happens, I'll give you my strix if I have to. Your strix, Dad, your own. Not the strix you would have given to your companion. No, Glita. Any commander would do what I'm doing, buying victory at a very high price. You're a clever girl, but I'll have my way. You don't have enough strixes to save them all. Choose whom you wish to protect. All the others will suffer injuries. Characters with 3 injuries suffer a 4th and die. To lose a little on the archer. Maybe on Krieger. I don't know. He's pretty good. He doesn't get enough strixes to matter. Alright, it has to be Krieger. You eventually catch up with the merchant's cart. The merchant introduces himself as Revek and offers his wares for sale. His horse's skin is shining at every noise. Cursing at it, the merchant explains he only bought the beast recently and apologizes for its lack of training. Ooh, I like that. Health plus 4 doesn't really mean anything. Near figure contains 18 strixes. Definitely gonna buy that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna buy that. Nothing else, I think. We're in the merchant about the reaping. The merchant thinks you're raving mad. As you approach the double menhir, Brett points at the stockade, cries, "It's the Ences! They're storming the gate." You decide to strike the abominations from behind with your companions. Soon it becomes clear that the stakes which made the Ences dismount will be in your way as well. You'll have to fight the Ences on foot. Alright, first thing is we want to put the Lucky Clover on Lord Brennan. Now we've got Gleda Brennan back, so we're going to put her in the party. I think Ramlin is pretty important to have in the party. Take Brett out. Bode and Sop are good, and bye. I think that's a pretty good set of characters. Let's do it. Whoa. Well, they're terrifying, aren't they? Alright, let's see what we got here. Obviously we want Sop forward. Put Prince Hode behind him. Move Thorn Brennan in a little bit. Gleda up front is good. The monk is a healer, so we'll just move him back a little bit. Ramlin is a wizard, so we'll kind of keep him there. Let's see how we get. These are our cards. And the Ences have cards. Troubling. Alright, my turn first. Well, I don't just want to jam somebody in there to get wrecked on, certainly. Cure, Touch of Chaos. That's useful later. Reduces health by 10. Energy Surge. Drain has to wait. Okay. Knock this guy's out. Same thing, chokehold. reduce my health by 10. Alright, what do we have here? Power Absorption deals 12 damage and increases your energy by 12. Increase attack of a party member by 2, that's nice. Increase your energy by 10 when a party member dies. Increase your energy and health by 5 when you use a card. Okay. Alright, so I want him. So he's got Power Absorption, it shoots that far. So I want to put him where he can hit that front guy. So he's going to go here. Use Power Absorption. Nice. Get a little zappy zap. Alright. Oh, he's got a speary sword thing. Alright. Kinda want to save Gleda for somebody who's got a lot of health, but if I move Thorn up. Let's see. Let's do this to protect her a little bit, so that she can't just get sort of whomped on. Should be able to do enough to kill this guy. Alright, yeah, so we'll go double strike. Costs 20 health. Yeah, double strike, not that one. Yeah, so we'll do double strike. Wow, double strike does 2 hits of 20. Okay, yeah. That's tough. Alright, let's do... Cooldown is 4. Let's do heavy strike. And we'll hit the energy. But then her health will go back up because of the berserker thing. What do they do? Ooh, they weaken my attack on the cleric. Right, so he can heal. Increases health by 6 and increases your attack by 1. Okay. Okay. And then inspiration. Energy of a party member by 5 and increases your attack by 1. So he can hand out energy and healing. Okay, great. So he can hand out some healing to him. Okay, cool. We want to let them come into us a little bit more. Yeah, that's nice that it was split. Alright, now we do Thornbrennan. Fight back. Sop up here too. And onslaught. Yeah, get punched. Ents caster. Damn. Didn't see that coming. Let's go sprint. Still can't get anywhere useful. So let's just move up here. Stabby. So I should be able to hit him. Stun there. Alright, we want to get rid of this guy as quickly as possible. Because wizard is bad. Back. Oh shit, I fucked that up, didn't I? Damn it. Yeah, I screwed that up. I shouldn't have used her. She was really... I forgot that her abilities cost health. Hey, bye. That guy's stunned. Wait, I thought he was stunned. Ah! See, I could have healed her too. I didn't even think about that. I just screwed up with that. Ow.
Oh, yad orgasm.
Yeah, but wow, that was a huge hit though. These things do a ton of friggin' damage. We will have to take a rest. Death to the javelin thrower! Okay, apparently I killed the javelin thrower in a correct way. Healing. Drain. We have 6 of 6 fragments of this card. So song level ups. That's good. Another mini here. Palisade Gate does not open immediately. You feel that you are being watched. A squat man appears between the leaves. You recognize your ancient comrade Vagan. You fought in many campaigns together. Thorn Brennan, by thunder and lightning, I could not have dreamt of seeing you here. I am so glad, friend, you cannot even imagine. Get your companions inside before the abominations return. There will be another group. You see, this old healer, Chilla, arrived at the stockade and started raving about this scum. I almost shoot her off, and that's when the scum appeared. And then it happened again. From then on, I've been listening to her every word. End this conversation and enter the men here. If I were you, I wouldn't be so rash. We have the plague, too. One of the women who used to cling to the men here for every sneeze tried her luck already. She touched the stone, and that was the end for her. We found a mark on her neck, as if she'd been choked by a fiery noose. Everyone stays away from the arch now. Damnation, it's Albius all over again. Did you see a monster with gray skin by any chance? No, it was just the masked ones. I wouldn't be surprised to see a monster, though. I'm not a dock rat to be hiding in a dark corner. This is a good place for a breather. Please, make yourself at home. When the abominations come, I'll give the signal. Will you aid an ancient comrade? I will. We are not going to stay long, but we'll give a warm welcome to any abomination that approaches the gate. However many crawl through, they will not be any match for us. For you, this is your home turf. Meanwhile, we do need rest. You share everything about the reaping with your old friend Vagan and tell him about the useful properties of these unusual gems. It appears that you managed to get your point across. Thank you, comrade, but I'll pass. I don't have enough money for gems, nor a chance to look for them, and I'm not leaving the stockade. I believe you need them more than I do. Yes, because we are very short on Strixes. Nature tradition is not a captain's insignia, but made to resemble it. Strixen side is real. Energy +2, health +4, attack +1. That's pretty good. Stone skin fragments. Sacrifice increases 5 and reduces health by 60 to a random. Holy shit. Okay, that's not great. Wow. Those are good, but I'm not interested. Okay. But we did get some Strixes, so that's good. You're about to leave the market when you notice Hode. He is holding a wooden comb with a wistful look on his face. You come closer and ask, aren't those teeth a bit long for your locks? Toad tosses the comb back to the stall and lets out a disapproving snort. This is not for me. I haven't visited Ursus in a long time. There's a woman there. I want to buy her a gift, but it's so hard to choose. What kind of woman is that? You're a prince, for God's sake. I'm talking about my old nurse. Her name is Tanta. She nurtured and raised me. She always held her tongue, the good woman. What do you think I could get her? She's no dignitary, but already has everything she needs. In that case, it doesn't matter what you get. It can be anything. A comb, a shawl, a brooch. If she cares about you, any gift will bring her joy. Pick whatever calls out to you. With Vagan's permission, Flit is examining the dead ensigns. There are dead ensigns at the bottom of the palisade. One of them has lost his mask. He stopped to examine his pale, refined, feminine features. No doubt he came from another land. The strange swords are glistening in the grass nearby like so many glass shards. You notice Flit shambling among the bodies. He stoops, picks up the curious weapon of the ensigns, and stares at it intently. You approach the boy. I see curiosity has overcome fear, no? What are you looking for? Checking ink marks against bloodstains? Can you tell me? Why are these ensigns so intent on getting to the Meniers? There just aren't that many of these abominations. If every kingdom of Berkana sends just one brigade to every stone, the ensigns will not stand a chance. Can your manuscripts explain this? That I cannot answer, Thorn. Either I haven't read enough, or even the scribes fall short of such knowledge. It has been noted, though, that ensigns often appear by the sacred stones once the reaping begins. Since they seem to come out of nowhere, walls cannot stop them, and men have a hard time fighting them. I don't know what to make of this anymore. I have always thought those legends nothing more than telltales, but these events prove me wrong. Rack your brain, you might remember something. We need every bit of knowledge that might help us. That's why I'm wandering here. I would gladly consult my scrolls, but I left them all in Oda. If anything useful springs to mind, I will come to you at the double, Captain. Why are you staring at the ensigns? I'm curious. They are foreigners. Their swords. In the old chronicles, there are some instances of the Kimra wielding the lances. Some people believe that ensigns and the Kimra are the same people, or perhaps that the Kimra are their very descendants. Noticing your bewilderment. Lances are what old chroniclers call these swords. The wielder, they say, commands his sword by pure thought, but the lance wouldn't answer just anybody. Kimra, well, they are a nomadic tribe that lives on the other side of the Milky Mountains. Legends of the Kimra abound, which I would have brushed away as old wives' tales, but now I'm not so sure. Let's talk to Vagan. How many years has it been, Vagan? About 10? I thought you'd be captain by now. Why didn't you fly yourself elsewhere? I'm surprised to find you here. Just happened, Thor, and after that Palian campaign, I served under your brother-in-law, Braun Victi. I'm lucky I managed to get out of the capital. He didn't like me, that Braun Victi. Might have been my wagging tongue, might have been our friendship. So no, I didn't attain the rank of captain. That's unfortunate. Why didn't you find me? I would have gone to my father-in-law and put in a word for you. Although without you here at the local watch, might have had it much worse. Where did these Ensigns come from? Who knows? The first few seemed to pop out of thin air just beside them in here. The rest swarmed in from the outside. I lost too many men, soldiers and villagers alike. These abominations don't seem to be wearing any armor, but they are hard to kill. It's like stabbing a jellyfish with an oar. We must have been lucky. Our losses were far fewer. The village of Dinford suffered the most. About 100 locals died, some torn limb from limb while they were still alive. How can such abominations exist? Anyway, we've made mincemeat out of tougher enemies. With your help, we'll stand firm. Sheila will warn us when danger approaches. They kicked him out of Odala, so he's in Girona now. He gained the confidence of the king and lost all boundaries. He currently in this is Thorn's brother-in-law. Fortunately, he was no match for the local commander Shek. King trusts Shek more. What are the officials in Girona thinking? Can't they tell honey from shit by its taste? They are cut from some of the same sleazy cloth. Every man of honor joined Prince Treek's, blah blah blah. Basically, the brother-in-law is an asshole. We should keep a low profile. Bran was the reason I moved to Albius. In a fit of temper, his father left everything to my children. Bran had a bone to pick with me before. I'm sure he'd want me dead now. The plague make anyone lose their mind. Every other man has a mark on his neck, but I think everyone has his wits about him. Sheila, the healer, brought some ointment. It doesn't stop the disease, but it relieves the pain. There isn't much of it, but we make do. Make do. Christ, did you even send for help? You still have a guard and a half left. You think I was twiddling my thumbs here? Of course I've sent a messenger. 2, in fact, but no answer from Ursus. I just hope they don't have trouble of their own, because if they do, our backwater will be the last of their concerns. Got shit to do. My daughter is right here. My son is serving in the capital. As for Leaky, she died in Albius. Good gracious, my condolences, Thorn. I was wondering why you were out of sorts. Forgive me, friend. I'll stop pestering. Alright, let's do the barracks. Gotta do some level ups here. Alright, Thorn Brennan gets to level up. We are going to level up. I'm gonna give him some more energy, I think. Lita Brennan. Solid cover. Swiftness. -2 to cooldown. Yes, please. That sounds good. Krieger. Onslaught. +9 health to the cost of the ability, +9 to damage. So it costs more, but it does more damage. Not great. I think +1 to walking is always good. Hode. +1 to attack distance on bloodletting. -2 cooldown, -2 activation time on Snake's agility. Let's go +1 attack distance to bloodletting. Looks like that's done. Alright. Got some level ups out there. Lucky Clover, Golden Earring. Strix is required to heal your party 26. We have a lot of people with injuries though. I'm pretty sure this is a bad idea, but we're going to continue doing it. Okay, so that's just to see the party. Alright guys, and I think that'll do it for this episode. So I'll catch you next time.